Hello there, all wild subjects of Mobius. I am Queen Elena, and welcome to this little game of Would You Rather. Sonic has told me so much about it. I had played it a couple of times on my own, so I figured maybe I'd be able to show you how my how did I say this? My skills in Would You Rather go. And wait, I'm hearing something off. Hopefully I've landed in the right spot. Huh? Wait. Scanning. Hello? Wait a minute. No, this can't be. Apparently, according to my database, you are... me. Oh, wait, what? Oh, wait, unless, of course, you must be from another dimension of some sorts, but I'm you or you're me? I'm very confused, but though then again, your model almost looks like it resembles me, except, well, you are mainly white and I'm lavender. That is correct. I do apologize for intruding. My name is Athena. Athena? Huh. Well, I don't know maybe if I have a missing twin sister or not, but my name is Queen Elena, or you can just call me Elena. I see. Though we do have the same DNA, though. Tell me, do you happen to have 3 children as well? And are you or were you the ruler of Mobius? Well, as a matter of fact, I am the ruler, and I do have 3 children, Sonic, Sonia, and Manic. Then if my calculations are correct, looks like we are parallels. I come from another dimension that is referred to as Mobifall. My children are also called Sonic, Sonia, and Manic. Oh my, did you also get separated from them as well when they were at a young age? Sadly, yes. And I've been separated from my husband as well. I'm still on the search for him, but I still have faith I'll be able to find him. If he went through the same fate as me, then shouldn't be too hard to find him. Oh, I see that dreaded Dr. Robotnik had roboticized you. Well, I'm so sorry you had to go through that. Though, in a way I do know how you feel, since, well, I've been separated from my children as well. We have reunited now. I see. Well, as for me, I've only reunited with one of them, and that would be Sonic. Huh. Well, I understand. Well, at any rate, though, Athena, care to play a little Would You Rather, since you have popped in at my place unannounced? Would You Rather. I have seen this game before. I definitely know my best friend has played this, so why not? I'll go ahead and give this a shot. Alright then. Well, for everybody who's still very confused, it looks like that I will be playing with my Mobifall counterpart here, Athena. Greetings, freedom fighters. I am Athena, former ruler of Mobius, as well as the mother of Sonic the Hedgehog. Hopefully, we'll be able to get along just fine there, Elena. I hope so too. Anyways, let's go ahead and get started. Would you rather live in a giant shoe or live in a giant peach? I feel like I've heard of these two before from stories. Well, you're not the only one, but Probably it's best to live in a giant shoe because, I mean, living in a giant peach, I mean, it would be helpful, especially if you're trying to feed whoever lives with you or feed yourself, but if you eat enough of it, then pretty much your house doesn't become a house anymore. Agreed. At least with the giant shoe, as long as there's no giants trying to wear it, we should be safe. Alright, giant shoe it is. Well, looks like 61% would rather live in a giant peach. I guess maybe they're trying to think about survival rather than a roof over their head. Understandable. However, sometimes survival is more important than keeping your head dry. Otherwise, if you're unable to survive, then how can you live? That is true. Alright, let's see here. Oh, would you like to read the next one, Athena? No problem. Would you rather sleep in a room a little too warm or sleep in a room a little too cold? Well, for me, I think I prefer it just a little too cold. Because at least, hey, as long as there are blankets around, it should be no issue to try to get rid of that chilliness. What about you, Athena? For me, I'd probably choose the same thing. Even back when I was an organic, I always make sure there are blankets around. That way, at least if it's a little too cold, at least I could be able to warm up. And as for me, well, being in my current state, if it is a bit cold, thankfully I have a built-in heater within me. Quite interesting. Alright, sleeping in a room too cold. Here we go. Oh, 74% agree with us. Excellent choice, everyone. Yeah, let's skip this one. Oh, okay, there we go. Would you rather be a dinosaur or be a narwhal? Before anybody decides to ask it in the comments section, a narwhal is also another word for a whale. 'Tis true, 'tis true. Though, on one hand, both of them are quite big, and they could be able to survive on whatever they could be able to look for. But on the other hand, we can either choose between living in the water but still coming up for air, or becoming something that doesn't exist anymore. To be honest, I'd rather be a dinosaur. Actually, back in my dimension, dinosaurs do still exist. They're called Yoshis. That sounds like something that came from Mario's universe. You are correct, we also have Mario there too. And a few others there, so... But, honestly, I would rather be a dinosaur. Be nice to be able to spend time with some of the friends of my husband's. Don't know why, but I agree. I think probably being a dinosaur would be nicer. Though, your husband... Does his name happen to be Jules by any chance? That is correct. We have been married for a long time, and he has been there for my children before we both have been taken away, and, well, before I turned into this. Well, at least I'm glad that at least your Jules has treated you nicely. Let's just say there's, a bit of history that, well, a moment of history that I'd rather not talk about. But anyways, let's go ahead and select blue. And 67% agree with us. Very excellent choice. The Yoshis would be very proud of you. Let's see. Care to read this one here, Athena? Of course. If you made no money as a result, would you rather have created Facebook or have created Twitter? To be honest, I've taken a liking towards more Twitter, because at least it doesn't feel like that all your personal information has to be leaked 24/7. While with Facebook, there's always an alert saying that, oh, Facebook's about to do this, and then all of a sudden there is more conspiracy going about. Very valid point. I tried Facebook once before. Honestly, makes me question what they allow to be posted or shared. I mean, I can understand if it's all Sonia's little shopping trips and whatnot, but do they really have to allow Manic to post all of his crazy stunts again, like shoving his head in the toilet, or all of a sudden okay, I think I better stop right there because we are still recording. That is making me now question what my Manic has been doing, and I still have yet to find him. But I will definitely stick with Twitter. Agreed. We're creating Twitter. Wait. 71% rather go for the Facebook. And this is why I do not question humanity anymore. Yes, oh! Would you rather always have a sore throat, or live with no fingers on preferred hands? Wait, what? Oh dear. Oh dear. That is a good question there. Agreed. Although I am a robot, at least, living with no fingers on my preferred hands, I wouldn't feel any pain on it. And I can't have a sore throat. But, as an organic, it would be quite a pain, especially due to the fact that, well, not only did I have 3 children, but also I had to make sure I keep a little darkling at bay while he is learning how to become a more proper Mobian citizen. Oh my. Well, if I had a sore throat, then how the heck would I be able to tell Sonic to keep it down with his guitar, and tell Sonia to stop yelling about the internet going out, or tell Manic to stop... Yeah, let's go with that. But at least if I have no fingers on my preferred hands, how am I be able to use it? As well as, how am I going to be able to get the trusty crowbar to keep a certain black hedgehog away from my daughter? So, you're saying that you're trying to protect Sonia from Shadow? Yes. Huh. This is a tough one, but sometimes actions speak a lot louder than words. I think I'll live with the sore throat. To be honest, I'll have to agree. Because as long as we have all of our fingers on our preferred hand, we could be able to inflict some necessary discipline. Well, I'm glad you and I are able to see eye to eye on this. And 73% agree that actions speak louder than words. Definitely excellent choice there. Would you rather know a few things about everything, or know everything but only about a few things? Well, technically the blue side is what most people would be able to know about. Knowing everything but only about a few things can be quite resourceful, but at the same time, quite questionable as well, depending upon the crowd that you hang with. Yes, that is true. Though, I think that probably the bread side kind of describes me a bit more, especially since now that I have all my children back, at least to be able to know everything when it comes to being a good mother to my children, and to make sure that they are protected, as well as make sure that I could be able to deal with the government of Mobius rather well. Well, I think that probably the red side would be more beneficial, especially so that way we could be able to know everything else there too. Alright, red side it is. And 32% agree, while the 68% would rather know a few things about everything. In other words, they prefer to be, what is the term? Oh yes, normal. Let's go for 2 more questions here before we end this off. Would you rather be incredibly stupid but have the best of luck, or be an incredible genius but have the worst of luck? Well, I have to say the blue side is definitely manic. Though, whenever I look at the red side, it makes me think of a fox that is incredibly smart, but sometimes he has a bit of bad luck every now and then. Oh yes, that's Sonic's best friend, Tails. I have to say the blue side also describes manic. And my jewels. But, though, well, that is honestly, Well, then again, if we are geniuses, we could be able to outmatch luck. So, if something bad does happen, well, we can always be able to back it up with, what we have in our minds. You are correct. I believe that is actually quite resourceful. If luck cannot be on our side, then we must go through scientific method and use our brains. Exactly. Alright, time to be incredible geniuses. Now I'm starting to wonder if 68% of the population is incredibly stupid. Honestly, I would have to agree. Let us proceed on with the final question. Alright. Let's skip this one because I have a feeling that a certain editor may have some flashbacks. I can hear you, you know. Let's end it off right here. Would you rather be attractive and poor, or be ugly and rich? One or the other. Well, I will be honest. I have actually, even though that, yeah, I grew up in royalty, I have got a chance to experience what a lot of the commoners had to go through in the past. And to be quite honest, I would rather be attractive and poor, because you don't always need money for everything. And on top of it too, probably the only time that you'll be richest is when you feel that your life is fulfilled. Wise words coming from such a wise woman. To be honest, I would also rather be attractive and poor as well. Though, although I have not got a chance to experience that side, I have been taught to be able to treat others with equality and with love. And if it wasn't for that, I wouldn't be able to save that little darkling Eclipse. And I wouldn't be able to have him as my best friend. Understandable right there. Alright, time to go for the blue side. And 57% agree with us. Well, I think this would be a good spot to end this, and definitely a pleasure to be able to meet a counterpart of myself. And it is a pleasure to meet you as well, Elena. I look forward to maybe being able to do something like this again with you. Or possibly maybe another meetup. Maybe we can be able to meet up for tea, be able to have snacks, bring our children over. Oh, I'm getting ahead of myself because I first need to, well, not only find the rest of my children and my husband, but I also gotta find a way to get my organic body back. Yeah, you got a very valid point, but I'll be more than happy to be able to assist you with that in any way possible. Heck, even if I have to send Sonic out to go and deal with that Dr. Robotnik and make him create a machine to reverse the roboticization. But, though, I find it kind of strange though, although you've been roboticized, how were you able to still be yourself after being like this for so long a time? Oh, a certain white bat had helped me out. She was able to find a certain chip that had blocked out my memories and my emotions. Ah. Well, I think that possibly we should still be able to have a word with that Robotnik one way or another. I'll get my crowbar ready. And I'll have my chainsaw ready too. I don't think we need to take extreme measures that harsh, but we'll figure all that out later. But in the meantime, everybody, hopefully you enjoyed this Would You Rather. If you did, make sure you leave a like, comment, and subscribe. And let us know if you would like for myself and for Athena to appear in another video like this. Would you like to say anything to our royal subjects? All I could say is, continue fighting on for freedom. And, Eclipse, if you're watching, hopefully you're doing just fine, as well as with your children and your beloved wife. Oh, I love it when friends act like that sometimes. Well, this is Queen Aleena, signing out. Farewell, everyone. And this is Queen Athena, signing out and shutting down. Okay, how do we reboot her?